Hi all, good morning, and thanks for joining. So, in the last class, we discussed about what is meant by CVID and what is meant by CWID, and also how we can prioritize the vulnerabilities based on the VPR, vulnerability priority rating, and also how the exploitation scoring system it will be depending on. Then what is meant by vulnerability databases are existing. So, not only that one, but also we discussed about we should not prioritize based on the our tool based severity. Always we have to give the vendor based severity. So whenever any security, vulnerability or security or threat or vulnerability it is existing in the report, so based on the tool based severity we should not go and we should not so prioritize the our CVSS score or vulnerability so to do the patch updates, but it is completely based on the vendor severity. So, and also we discussed about couple of examples of the plugin ID. So plugin ID is equivalent to our signature based detection mechanism. So that's all we discussed in the yesterday class. So additionally, already we discussed about VM licensing option. So VM licensing, if you want to purchase any tool in our organization or if you are supporting for any customer or client, so always we have to go with our how many number of servers are available, how many number of assets are available, so how many number of IPs we are going to scan it. So that is the actual word or correct word. So according to those virtual, either physical servers or virtual IPs we are going to do the scanning, so we have to choose the licensing option. So that is the way how the vendor is providing the licensings to so each and every customer or client. Okay, so now solutioning part. So solutioning part can be done by solution architect. So couple of times solution architect, security architect like a similar roles they will handle. Otherwise solution architect is a different role and security architect is a different role. How the solution architect he will go and he will prioritize and he will take care of the overall giving the solution. For example, any customer wants any solution. In our scenario, we are discussing about VM solution, vulnerability management side. So this is the security solution any customer wants, or maybe within our product development company, we want to implement vulnerability solution. So how this particular solution can be taken care. So what the solution architect he will take care. So first of all, he will gather the requirement, scope of the requirement or scope, otherwise scope or requirement gathering. So what is the scope or requirement gathering? So implementing the vulnerability management solution for any customer or client. So that is the scope. Implementing VM solution for any customer or client, or maybe you are working in product development company, or maybe so you are not supporting for any customer or client or any bank. Example, one of the bank. So you are not supporting any customer, right? So in this scenario, product development company. So like this one we can call internal VM, and you are supporting for any customer or client, we can call external VM. So scope or requirement we have to gather. For example, we need 10,000 server. So scope of the requirement is example, implementation of VM solution for 10,000 servers. So total 10,000 assets we do have, our customer or client have. For all those 10,000 servers, we have to implement vulnerability management solution. So that is the requirement. Now, so second question you can ask whether already in the customer mind, do they have any tool they have chosen already by doing the POC. So as we discussed about pre-sales team, they can go and they can provide the POC concept. So you can ask any customer or client. So did you already finalize the who is the vendor? Otherwise, you have to go and you have to finalize the vendor. So how to do the finalizing of the vendor? So to do the finalization of the vendor, so we have to go on to we have to visit couple of websites or organizations or institutions. Those websites or organizations, institutions are got a report. How to choose the vendor. based on the Gartner report, based on the NSS Labs report, based on the Cooper report. You can choose whatever you like, but most of 99% of the customer will choose the Gartner report. So what is this Gartner quadrant report? Okay, so this report is applicable to not only just our vulnerability management solution. This is applicable to entire overall IT and security domain, entire overall IT and software industry. Not only for us, entire overall IT and software industry. So what is this Gartner quadrant report? Gartner quadrant report. It's very famous one. Most of the customers or clients, based on the Gartner quadrant report only, they will choose any solution or any vendor or any tool. Okay. So what is this quadrant? Quadrants means four quadrants here. Four. Quadrant means 1/4. So four here. So Gartner is one of the institution or organization. What they will do? So they will conduct survey and they will take the different people opinion. So finally they will make so top 10 list. So or otherwise leader position or challenger position or niche player position or finally visionary position. Gartner as an institution, they will conduct survey by contacting all the customers around the world related to security solutions or related to security tool, and finally they will make four quadrants reports. So that is called Gartner quadrant report. So first quadrant is leader position. Almost all the customers or clients, if they want to purchase any solution, 90%, almost 90% of the customer or clients will choose leader position solution only. Leader position. So these are the best tools. So in the leader position, tools are best. So second quadrant is challenger position. So this is little bit, it's a better. It is not best, it is better. So third one is niche players position. So these are like a good or average. Finally, visionary. So these are like a, so just now it is entered into the market. It is not that much good. It's a below average. Okay. So that is about overall. Okay. So different types of the quadrants. If you want to choose any SIM solution, if you want to choose any firewall, if you want to choose any VM solution, if you want to choose any DLP, any web application firewall, any IDS, any IPS, it is applicable to entire overall IT and security or entire overall IT and software. So this is one of the very famous Gartner quadrant report. Okay. So now, as I mentioned, what Gartner organization they will do, they will go and they will approach multiple customers or clients, and finally they will gather sampling theorem. So which one is the best tool? What are the advantages are there and disadvantages are there? For example, they will approach Nessus tool, Qualys tool, Rapid7 tool, Nexpose tool, or Palo Alto tool, or Tripwire tool, and so on. Finally, they will make. So, which one is the best, and what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? What are the pros, or what are the cons are existing? From the design side, implementation side, technical feature side, and compliances side, all those parameters they can validate, and finally, they will make all these quadrants. As I mentioned, whenever any customer wants to choose any solution, so they will always give priority to later position only. Not only that one, even our solution architect also. So security solution architect also, Whenever if you want to give a solution, he will give priority to leader position only. Even when I said previously, when we discussed about project lifecycle management, so that time itself, once any customer or client has chosen, POC is completed and budget is allocated and they want to release the tender or request for proposal RFP document, in the tender or request for proposal document also they will keep one of the word stating that we need a tool, so that or we need a solution that should available as per the leader Gartner quadrant report. So that means already, so vendor has chosen, so solution, that one is a part of the leader Gartner quadrant report. So they want only, so whoever is available in the, so leader position quadrant part of the Gartner, so they want that solution only. They don't want challenger position, they don't want so niche player solution, they don't want visionary solution. How this, okay, Gartner quadrant report looks like? So just go to Google, vulnerability management, Gartner quadrant report. Just you can type this one, and if you want, you can type 2025. So whether in this year, whether that report had come or not, we are not sure. So just go to Google here. So I'm taking all these 2025 Gartner quadrant report. One more vendor, Forrester also. This one also one of the vendor. Cooper report, Forrester report also. I forgot Forrester. So I will add this one also. But most of the cases they will use for, I mean, Gartner only. Forrester report also. So now I went to Google and what I have typed in, vulnerability management Gartner quadrant report. So 2025. So 2025, I think it's not released yet, but 2024 it is there, I think. So let's go and see about 2024. So, but 2025 it has come, but you can see here whether it is a part of the vulnerability management or not. This CPS protection, CPS we are not discussing about here. CPS protection, just ignore this one. It's a cloud platform protection. CPS means cloud platform protection. Forget about this one. So this data quality solution. So ignore this one also. For data quality also they given already 2025 Gartner report. Ignore this one. Yeah. Now you can see here. So this is our vendor experience and capability wise they given. So this is our VM report. So Gartner Qualys with secure element XM, Rapid 7, Tenable VM, and also alert logic vulnerability management, Cisco VM, Saint security suite, Tripwire, so DB protect. So first position is called as a leader. You can see a leader. So leader and vulnerability management, this one. So this is what we are looking for. So vulnerability management, this is what we are looking for. So Qualys, so right now number one, but this is 2025 or we are not sure. 25 or not, we are not sure about that one. But anyways, vulnerability, how this report looks like. Example I'm giving. Vulnerability management data quadrant report, Qualys under the leader and with secure elements XM and Rapid 7 Insight VM. Okay. And under the second one, product innovation, this is also called a challenger position. Tenable what? Tenable is nothing but Nessus tool. Tenable VM under the niche players. So alert logic and also Tenable once again. OT security. Next one is the tripwire. This is visionary. Just now they entered into the market. Saint Security Gate, DB Protect, and Cisco VM tool, vulnerability management tool. So this one is a part of the vulnerability quadrants. Okay, let's go and discuss which year. Just they give an example only. Leader. Okay, so next one is niche players, challenger, and visionary position. But they will not give the who is the number one, number two, number three, number four. So this is CrowdStrike EDR solution. Let's go and see. But you got some idea, right? What to do and how to do. Vulnerability management, IDC marketplace. This IDC marketplace, it's similar to like it's a part of our Gartner, but most of the people will not go with IDC marketplace. Okay. One more, what is the another report we can go and we can verify? IDC marketplace. So, but if you want to choose any solution, just you can go to the gartner.com website. That is the website, and go to vulnerability management. This is SIM tools. So SIM tool is Splunk, Microsoft Sentinel, IBM QRadar, Securonics, Exabeam. So these are all the, okay, so on the SIM tool side, but we are looking for the vulnerability management solution. So under the vulnerability management solution, as per 2024, so Nessus, Qualys, Rapid7, Tripwire, Palo Alto, these are all the couple of tools are number one under the Gartner quadrant report. Okay, this is the way we can go and we can see. So this is the website. You have to register this one, sorry, not this one, gartner.com. So this is the website. So under this one, we have to go and we have to see about vulnerability management. So vulnerability management report, it will fall under this one. Any solution, if you want to, for example, you are a security solution architect, and if you want to choose this solution, you can go and you can visit this one, or otherwise you can go and you can visit IDC report, or you can go and you can visit NSS Labs report, or maybe Forrester report. So these are the couple of, so vendors, they are providing which one is the best solution as per the customer opinion or feedback after gathering the overall requirement and also overall, okay, so summary. So then finally they will make it who is the best tool it is available in the market. So this is the way how the solution can be made it. Okay. So that is called Gartner report. As I mentioned, so this concept is applicable to not only just our vulnerability management. So this concept is applicable to entire overall IT security solution. If you want to choose any solution, you can go and you can visit this one. So now, as per Gartner quadrant report, what are the best tools are available? So this is the way how the solution can be taken care. So this is the way how the solution can be. So chosen based on the Gartner report. Additionally, what are the parameters you have to consider for solutioning? Deployment you can consider. So whether deployment meaning here, whether it is on-premise or cloud deployment. So customer is looking for on-premise or cloud deployment, we have to consider. And compliances. What are the different types of compliances they are following? Whether it is ISO 27001, GDPR, PCI DSS, HIPAA, SOC 1, SOC 2, SOC 2, extra, SOCs, extra. So we have to think about compliances also. Then additionally, dashboards and reports. What type of dashboards and reports customer is looking for? Additionally, technical parameters, what customer is looking for. So these things we should consider, and finally we have to
So provide the solutioning part. Then you can ask couple of solutions like whether the servers are located in the single location or multiple locations, like a standalone deployment or distributed deployment. Okay, so all those questions we should ask. Anyways, these things they will provide overall scope of the requirement. It's a part of one of the document. You have to go and you have to read all those requirement document, and finally we have to provide the solutioning part. So this is the way how the solution architect he can go and he can provide the solutioning part. Okay, so next one, designing, VM design. So VM design, so once the solutioning we have chosen, next one we have to choose the designing part. So what is the designing, whether it is standalone design or distributed design. What is mean by this one? I have drawn this diagram. So before class has been started, yeah, example, only one location our servers are located. Example, 10,000 servers we are taking, example part of the customer requirement side. All those servers are located only single location, either it is on premise or cloud deployment. So then we have to deploy the tool in that particular on premise or maybe cloud environment. So that's called standalone. Okay, so now second one is called distributed environment. When you say distributed environment, more than one location. So example, I consider four different types of the locations here. One location is Bangalore, second location is Chennai, third location Hyderabad, fourth location is Pune, and headquarters is located in the Bangalore. Remote branch offices are located in the Chennai, Hyderabad, and also Pune. So example, where we have to deploy our vulnerability management tool, wherever headquarters are located, wherever headquarters is located. So example here, we have to deploy VM tool, whatever solution we have chosen. So then respect to branch offices, we have to deploy scanners like, so here Chennai location, we have to deploy one of the scanner. Hyderabad location, we have to deploy one of the scanner. Pune location, we have to deploy one of the scanner. So total example, 10,000 servers. So here you can consider 5,000 servers. Here 2,500 servers or 3,000 servers. So here 1,000 servers. Here 1,000 servers. So altogether we do have total of 10,000 servers. Now we have to deploy our vulnerability management tool in the headquarters part of the our Bangalore location. Under respect to branch offices, we have to deploy our scanner. So scanner, either physical scanner or virtual scanner. When you say virtual scanner, it's a piece of the software. That piece of the software we have to deploy on top of the operating system. Otherwise, you can ask a physical scanner. It's like a hardware-based module, and you can deploy in the data center. Anything is fine. But you are not choosing any hardware-based solution, but you are choosing only cloud-based solution. But cloud-based solution, there is no need to deploy any scanner in the respective branch offices. So if you are choosing the cloud-based solution, that is called software as a service. In that scenario, there is no need to deploy any scanner in the branch offices. Just you can deploy the our cloud tool part of our headquarters. And whenever if you want to choose or scan the servers in the respective branch offices, then what we have to choose. So respective vendor, whatever solution we are taking, or tool we have chosen, like a Nessus or Qualys or Rapid7 or Nextpost, they have their own scanners all over the worldwide. For example, all these branch offices and also headquarters is located in the India. So then whenever you are scanning the, so Chennai related servers, Hyderabad related server, Pune related servers, or Bengaluru related servers, so directly we can go and we can choose the India scanner. So then we can do the scanning part. This is applicable to only cloud-based solution. So you are choosing the solution as a part of the cloud-based solution. That's called software as a service, SaaS. Okay, in that scenario, so there is no need to deploy any scanners in the respective So locations wise, but if you are choosing any hardware based module, so example, one of the hardware module or software solution, so then we have to deploy the software also, physical scanner or virtual scanner we have to deploy. So this is the way how the so vary or differences it will be existing in between our standalone deployment and also our so distributed deployment. This concept is applicable to not only our vulnerability management, SIM tool, firewall, proxy, EDR, DLP, almost all the solution. So single location we can call it as a standalone deployment or single location deployment, and so multiple locations we can call it as distributed deployment. Okay. Now, so whenever we are doing the scanning of the Chennai servers related to 3000, and whenever you are choosing the Hyderabad server scanning from the Bangalore location from the VM tool, and Pune, so scanners, if you want to do the scanning part, Bangalore location, your user console is not part of here. Your user console is here because our headquarters we are deploying the tool. User console is here. We have to log into the tool, our main headquarters tool, www dot so bangalore nessus.com example. So that means we are logging into our management console. So then we have to go and we have to create scan policy, scan rule, and finally we have to specify the targeted IP list is, example, you are doing the scanning of the servers related to Chennai, then Hyderabad, then Pune scanner along with the our respective IPs list. So that I'll explain practically once we are going to the demo. So that is about VM designing, and also this one is applicable to VM deployment also. Before going to VM deployment, additionally, what we can create under the designing side, HLD and LLD. So HLD is nothing but high level design and LLD is nothing but low level design. So full form is already this one I explained previously. LLD means low level design. So what in the HLD what we will create? In the HLD we will provide, it's a very high level one. So we have to define the scope of the work. We have to provide the risks at the time of the implementing of the tool. Is there any risk is existing or risks are existing? And we have to make assumptions whether all the ports are opened in the firewall, whether all the applications are working, and also all the environment is ready or not. We have to contact the customer. Those things we have to make it like assumptions part. Then we have to define the architecture diagram. So architecture diagram. So based on the customer location, whatever data center or cloud. So then we have to design the architecture diagram of that particular requirement. Then kickoff meeting. So when we can come to your customer location or maybe through virtual way, we can go and we can implement the solution. Then we have to make a training. After completing successful implementation of the tool, we have to provide the training to the respective customer or client. Finally, project handover. So implementation is completed on the operational support. So that is a part of the HLD. Then what is LLD it contains? This not only belongs to our VM side, it is belongs to entire overall security solution for any solution you are choosing. So LLD also almost equals, but additionally, we can implement implementation approach also. So implementation approach also will give. What is that implementation approach? Which IP we have to assign? Assigning the IP address to tool or host name. Okay. So assigning the management IP address or host name. This is called management IP or host name. Second one, assigning the subnet mask. You can gather all these information for implementation approach side. Subnet mask and integrating with our primary DNS and secondary DNS. So just ask customer or client or maybe product development company, what is the primary DNS and secondary DNS? So next one, integrate with Active Directory, because whenever any attack it's happen, we should know what is that. Okay, so end user system or maybe server and where it is located. Traceability, it is very easy for integrating with the Active Directory. Integrate with SMTP server. Why we have to integrate with SMTP server? To receive the notification related to once the scan is completed. So that is email notification we have to receive. So that is a part of the our SMTP server integration. Next one, couple of times we have to integrate with the proxy. So couple of whenever any request it is request is given by end user, so it has to go to proxy. So we have to integrate the proxy also couple of times, but not for all. So example, firewall side we have to integrate and proxy side we have to integrate. But I'm providing these implementation approach in generic. Integrating the proxy server. Then finally, create scan policy. So before creating the scan policy, configure the assets. We have to configure all the assets, whatever assets we identified, or once you are enabling the SNMP, automatically all these vulnerability, I mean, assets can be, okay, so it will come as a discovery part because it's a SNMP protocol. It will provide the network discovery and also managing of all those assets. So configure the assets, create scan policy. So then we have to create scan policy. Then after that, we have to create scan rule. So we have to create a scan rule. Next one, we have to do the scheduling of the scan. When we want to do the scanning part, schedule the scans. For example, every month. So on the first Sunday, midnight at 12 o'clock. Okay, so every automatically, once you are defining the scheduling scan, time and date, that day, that date and time, automatically scan will complete. So that one we have to define is a part of the scheduling of the scans. Then create dashboards. Then generate the reports. We have to configure all these. Create configure dashboards. Configure reports. By default, couple of reports it will come, and we have to do the customized reports based on the customer requirement also. Then report generation, dashboards creation, configuration. Okay, yeah, that's all. So these are all the things we have to complete. Now once we are complete, finally last one I forgot to say that one. integrating with our SM tool. Integrate with SM tool. So these are all the implementation approach also. Low level design meaning here, we can provide implementation approach each and every task wise, how we are going to implement this solution, part of the customer location wise. So that is a part of our, okay, so under the customer implementation side, we have to provide, that is called low level in-depth analysis or in-depth implementation side. So that is called low level design. Additionally, so what is sixth step now? Kickoff meeting. So next one, giving the training to customer or client. Whether you can provide training to customer or client, otherwise you can arrange a training in the so and so location. So maybe in the Dubai or maybe USA or maybe wherever customer wants the training. Give the training to customers, or maybe you can arrange one of the hotel and give, and finally close the, okay, so hand over the project to customer or client. So this is called low level design. Okay, so these things we have to provide under the document, and we have to review the document, and continuously we have to update the version controls. So that is the difference between high level design and low level design. Okay, so this concept is applicable. Who will create this document, by the way? Security architect. So most of the cases, solution architect and security architect, there are not no two different roles. So here I said solutioning. Solutioning architect and security, solution architect and security architect, not two different roles. One person should be handled both. Solution also he has to handle, even, okay, so security architect also he has to handle both. So that is like a single role, and not only one security domain, multiple security domain. He should be aware of the endpoint security, he should be aware of the network security, he should be aware of the cloud security, he should be aware of total entire overall domains almost. So that is the way how the organizations are looking for one security architect. Why the packages are very high? Because you should know each and every security domain and each and every solutioning part, each and every tool design implementation side also. So architect is more than implementation side. Okay, so that is about overall how the tool can be designed. Okay, now VM tool implementation. So same thing, whatever steps I provided, these steps. So this is are common to each and every tool, but here and there we have to change. Example, configure the assets, it is not applicable to firewall. Configure the scan policy, it is not applicable to, so our SIM tool or firewall also. Configure the scan rule, because here discussing about only VM. Once we are going to that particular solution, there I will explain about different way. But remaining all these 5 steps are common. All these last steps are also common. Okay. So that is about overall VM tool implementation wise. So next one, operational support. What is operational support of the vulnerability analyst will do? Part of either L1 or L2 or L3 or in generic. So there are two ways here. So one thing is a part of our option one I am providing. So as I mentioned, please remember. So this is these steps we can create in one of the Word document or solutioning document or PPT. So most of the case we can use Word document. So this one HLD also Word document they can use. Now implementation team is separate team. Implementation team, they will take LLD, whatever these architects are created. So that is like a Bible to implementation team. Whatever software security architects are created LLD, that is like a Bible to implementation team. So then this implementation team, they can go and they can implement according to the whatever security architects are designed the solution or implementation. In case security architect or solution architect is doing mistake, overall tool also will go mistake. So that's why security architect or solution architect role is very crucial. It's very, very important. Okay. Now, operational support. So here I'm providing two operational support as per yesterday discussion also. What is first one? So customer or client already tool is implemented. So yesterday I already explained Infosys example, I took it. So already I provided for 6,000 servers. So there are total overall operational support, how much it will be cost, implementation, how much it will be cost, and how much profit they will get. Almost we discussed. So now here part of our customer or client. Okay, so already tool is implemented. Now they want only operational support, meaning here option one. Otherwise, just leave it option one. Customer client are already tool implemented. Now they want only operational support. Customer wants only operational support. In this scenario, tool is already implemented, meaning here scan policy is created, scan rule also created. Everything readily available. Now what you have to do, just only analysis side. So what is our requirement now as a part of the operational one? They will give project to us, only VM analysis only. VM analysis. So whatever reports it is coming to us, and we have to go and we have to contact with the respective stakeholders, and finally we have to fix all those vulnerabilities. Generate the report, contact the respective stakeholders, analyze the manual. Okay, VM analysis already completed. Raise the tickets in the ticketing tool. Okay, so based on severity wise, raise the tickets in the ticketing tool based on severity. Follow the server owners to fix the vulnerabilities. Okay, till it will close. That is one of the role. So this is the role we have to take care. Then rerun the scans, whether those patch updates are happened or not. Okay, so all those things you have to took as per vulnerability management process already we discussed. So this is one of the option. They will give one of the project to us as a part of the one requirement. What is the second requirement? So this is like option one. This not only this concept is not only applicable to our VM tool. This concept is applicable to entire firewalls, SIM tools, proxies, and everything. Option two. From the scratch, we have to implement the solution. When you say we, consulting and service based company like a TCS or Infosys or Wipro or Capgemini or Mindtree or LTI. So UST Global, NTT Data, all those. From the scratch, consulting companies has to implement the solution, and provide the operational support. In this scenario, they will not create any scan policy and scan rule specifically to VM tool. Specifically to VM tool. Now you have to create scan rule. Implementation team, they will complete implementation part. Now, as a part of the operational support, what you have to do as part of operational support, what is your role now? Create a scan policy. You have to create scan policy. So customer will not create. In this scenario, customer already will create. So customer wants only operational support. But here in this scenario, second project wise, total everything from the scratch we have to take care as a part of the solution. Now implementation team, just they'll implement the tool, but they will not create scan policy, scan rule, everything they will not create for us. Maybe one or two they will create, but what about regularly whenever any server is added, server is deleted, server is modified, server is demolished, those scenarios, whether always implementation team they will come and they will take care of okay all those implementation side? No, as a part of the okay, so our support, even you have to consider that one also role. Okay, so that's why in this scenario it's very simple and very straightforward. Just they need only vulnerability management analyst. They have to analyze the vulnerability report and they have to share that report by prioritizing the vulnerability based on the severity of the vulnerabilities, by raising a tickets to respect asset owner, server owner, and once the server owner or asset owner will fix the vulnerabilities, finally, so these vulnerability analysts will rerun the scans whether those vulnerabilities are fixed or not. So based on your confirmation, so finally, so these server owners, they will raise a change request, they will implement in the production environment. So this is one thing. And second thing here, so everything you have to create scan policy, scan rule, remaining all these, generate the reports, VM analysis, all those. This is second one. Okay. So far, I think 40 members are selected under my training dedicated to vulnerability assessment or vulnerability management. Most of the people are not doing second part. They don't know about implementation. They will not create scan policy. They will not create scan rule. What is the okay? So role they selected, the role they selected is only this one. Very simple one. So first role they selected. Couple of people they selected DXC technologies. Couple of people are selected Cognizant. Couple of people are selected in TCS. Couple of people are selected in Infosys. So couple of people are selected Ericsson Global Services. So first portion only they selected. Okay, it's very simple and very straightforward role. But this one you need little bit implementation also. Okay, for this role you need implementation also. So that is the way how these projects will be. Job description will be different. Here, cracking the interview here it is a little bit difficult. Why? Because so those places they will expect interview level also. I mean implementation level also. Sorry, implementation level also. Yeah. So that is about oral implementation. Anyways, once I will go to practical tool, then you will come to know okay what is meant by analysis, what is meant by implementation part. Then couple of other things I have to discuss case. So project lifecycle management is completed. Next part is implementations wise, how these implementation can be done. Implementation types are hardware based implementation, we can implement hardware based implementation. Second one, software based implementation. So third one, we can implement based on our SaaS. Now this is very popular one, software as a service. It's a cloud tool. So this one will be expensive. Hardware will be expensive. Software also will be expensive. Software as a service meaning here, pay as you go. how much you are utilizing the service, for that one only you can pay. So this one you can call it as pay as you go. So whatever service you are utilizing from the respective vendor, for that one you can pay. There is no need to pay for hardware. There is no need to pay for software. So whatever services customers are utilizing, for that one you can pay it. So that is called as software as service. So next one is scanner types. What are the different types of scanner types? I said one is physical scanner. Second one is virtual scanner. So this is nothing but software scanner. Third one is cloud scanner. So these are all the three different types of scanners. Physical scanner meaning here we have to deploy in our organization side. Virtual scanner we have to deploy software any operating system on top of the operating system. Cloud scanner there is no need to deploy anything. So our vendor will provide all over the worldwide. For example, they will provide in the Singapore, in the Asia Pacific region, and also India Mumbai location, Tokyo Japan location, Middle East Dubai location, Amsterdam Netherlands location, Brussels Belgium location, South Africa so Africa location. So then in the US each and every state. So this is the way how those places they can go and they can deploy these scanners. Okay, scanning types. These scanning types. So what are the two different scanning types I told you? One is called on demand. Whenever we need, on demand, based on the demand wise. For example, today one of the developer he created one of the server, and he said like please go and scan the server and identify the vulnerabilities. Is there any vulnerabilities are existing or not? So for that time, what you have to do, you have to do the scanning part, and you have to identify the vulnerabilities list, and you can inform to the respective developer. That is called on demand. Second is called scheduled. So specific date and time. So most of the cases we can run monthly, every month first week. So those are all scanning types: on-demand scan or scheduled scan. Scheduled scan we have another name also, that is called ad hoc scan. Ad hoc scan or scheduled scan. Okay, those are all scanning types. So when we discussed about long back definitions, I explained about hardening benchmark, CIS. Hope you remember that one. Actually, that one I have to say yesterday class, but I forgot that one. But anyways, so this is about overall our VM tool project lifecycle management. This entire concept. Okay. So this entire concept is called as project lifecycle management. Whenever any customer has any requirement, how to do the solutioning part, how to do the designing of the HLD, LLD, how to do the tool implementation, how we can make sure that scanning of the servers and fixing of those vulnerabilities. Okay, so this is overall, starting with the requirement to till the closure of the our operational support of the L1 or L2 or L3. So now, whenever you are doing the analysis also, SLAs will be there, service level agreements. Nothing but within the time you have to fix those vulnerabilities. Okay, that but vulnerability management side they will not give any time. Why? Because it is not in our hands. Because it is there, it is a part of dependencies there with the servers team. It is their dependency with the networking team. It is their dependency with once again application teams. So SLAs will be breach out. So that is the reason most of the cases vulnerability management side they will not define any SLAs. So next one is this is whatever okay, pending topics are there under the vulnerability management topic. CIS bench hardening benchmark. So what is this hardening benchmark? Hardening benchmark are initial security configurations or implementations on the server side. So why we have to do this initial security hardening benchmark? To reduce the attack vector or to reduce attack complexity or to minimize the risk from the attacker. So that's why we have to implement this hardening benchmark to reduce, these hardening benchmarks are initial security configurations or implementations on the server side to reduce the risk from the hacker is called as hardening benchmark. So there are different types of the hardening benchmark. Types of hardening benchmark. Already you know one, CIS benchmark. It's a very popular one. CIS benchmark. Center for Internet Security. So this one of the benchmark. So what is the website you have to go? Just go to Google and give CS benchmark. So this is the website. You have to register this one. Without registration, we can't go and we can't download. Maybe in the tomorrow class, I can go and I can download couple of Windows and Linux related benchmark, how it looks like. Okay. So those benchmarks I can show. So here we have to go and we have to register this one. So then finally, once you are clicking on that one, it will come whatever Windows servers or Linux server. These benchmarks, who has to implement? Implementation can be done by our servers team. Validation and auditing can be done by our security team. Implementation we cannot do. Why? Because we are not a server team. Okay. So that is our role. Tomorrow I will show this one first 10 minutes or 5 minutes. CS benchmark, how it looks like. Implementation of CIS controls can be done by servers team. Then what is our role? Security team can be done by, security team can be validated by whether all the controls are implemented or not. Example, under the Windows Server 2012 or Red Hat Enterprise Linux CS benchmark, we do have more than 200 plus. All those controls we have to go and we have to verify whether the server team has implemented or not. Okay. So if they don't implement, then finally what we have to do? So we have to go and we have to say these things are not implemented. Whether we can go and we can verify all these things in manual way, it's impossible. It will take 1 week to validate all these implementation through manual way. So directly the SACE benchmark validation also we can create under the scan policy. We have to enable under the scan policy. Automatical tool will do on behalf of us. Then what is our role? Just what are failed one are there, not past one. There are two controls validity here. One is past one, second one is failed one. Failed one, you can go and you can generate a report and inform to the respective server owner. Past one, just you can ignore it because already they are past. Okay. Under the CS benchmark, once again, there are two different types of controls. Under CS benchmark, two controls. First one is level 1. Second one is level 2. So level 1 controls are easy to hack. So nothing but compulsory we have to implement this one. It's difficult to hack by an attacker. So level 1 and level 2, but we have to implement both all together. So we do have the container side, Docker side, Amazon side, Azure side, and also virtual machine side, physical server side. Everywhere we do have the all these controls list. Okay, level 1, level 2 control. That is the first one, CS benchmark. What is second? Okay, organization is providing benchmarks to us. DOD, STIG compliances. So this is applicable to Department of Defense. Under the Ministry of Defense, whatever defense related organizations will fall under federal government sectors. It's a government sector projects. Example, Ministry of Defense and Defense, Navy, Army, police departments, all those things will fall under the Departments of Defense STIG compliances. Most of the cases, government sector. Okay. So what is the full form of the department DOD STIG compliances? Department of Defense security established, security technical implementation guide. So that is the full form. This one another website similar to CS benchmark, but all over the worldwide, very popular one. Which one they are using? They are using the CS benchmark, but this is applicable to only so couple of sectors like couple of organizations like defense, navy, army, police department, all those customers. So third one, all these two from USA, CS benchmark and also Department of Defense 60 compliances. So one more thing I want to clarify, that does not mean that these customers, they cannot use CS benchmark. Couple of times what will happen, these customers, they will use this benchmark also. They can ignore this one. So here you can type DOD STIG compliances. So this is the website. We can go and we can under this one, level 1, level 2, level 3. So like a medium, critical, medium, high. So this is the website. Security technical implementation guides. Okay, this is from USA once again. So third one. So these two from USA, CS benchmark and also from Department of Defense compliance from USA. Then what Singapore has done? Singapore, they developed, they have their own controls. They don't want to follow US based level 1 and level 2 controls. They created their own controls based on the Ministry of Telecommunications or Ministry of Information. Singapore CS benchmark. So they, according to their own Ministry of Telecommunication and also Ministry of Information. Ministry of Telecommunication and Ministry of Information. According to their government, they developed their own controls. Example, Singapore Police Department, Singapore Navy, Singapore Army, Singapore Defense. So Singapore Police Department, all those, they have developed their own controls. So in this similar way, what France has done, why we have to use US developed controls? We don't use US developed controls. Then France, what they have done, French ANSI controls. It's applicable to only France. And this is applicable to only Singapore. But as I mentioned, 99% of the cases all over the world where that may be telecom business or banking business, insurance business, healthcare business, school, education, manufacturing, automobile industry. So everywhere almost we can use which one? Very, very famous one, CAS benchmark. So that's why I will explain in-depth analysis tomorrow. I can show a couple of so PDF documents related to Windows and also Unix side. Okay, so these are all the hardening benchmark. So now patch. What is into patch? Patch is patch management. Who will do? Patch cannot be done by security team. Our role is just only scanning the servers, identifying the vulnerabilities, prioritize the vulnerabilities, raise the tickets to respect to server owners, and patch management can be done by respect to so our servers owners, not from our. So patch meaning here upgrade the software to latest version is called patch. So in the current version of the library package, wherever the server is installed on top of the server, that is already outdated or end of life or end of support. So our legacy are old. So legacy are old or EOL or EOS. So EOL means end of life. So from customer itself, vendor itself, they are saying it's end of life. Please don't use that hardware or software. Okay, end of support. Vendor will not provide any support related to patches. So this one, if I want to explain in our day-to-day real life, a couple of times you are going to Play Store in our Android mobile or maybe iPhone mobiles also. Then you can see WhatsApp update, PhonePe update, Instagram update. So nothing but these apps are released new features. If you want to get that new features, then we have to go and we have to update. Otherwise, that new features you will not get it. So they released a patch. Now what you are doing under the Play Store, you are going and you are clicking on the update. Automatically that software is installing as a new features whatever these vendors are developed. Same thing here also. So in the servers, whatever we are using the software is outdated. So it's a legacy. It's maybe end of support. Vendor itself not providing any software patches to us. So then if you want to do that one, what we have to do, we have to upgrade that software. So that is called patch in our technical terminology. Patch management. Fixing the libraries or packages issues or updating or upgrading the vulnerability issues is called as patch management. So where we'll do this one? We'll do under server. Under server. So who will do this patch management? Patch management can be done by server owner or business owner or asset owner. In case they will ask at the time of they means your interview panel will ask at the time of the interview, do you have the patch management experience? Please say I don't have the patch management experience. Okay. So we are not a server owner or server support team. So to do the patch updates, wantedly they will give to us, but you can escape that one. Otherwise, you have to do the patch updates also along with the security work. Okay. Note, patch updates or patch management can be done by service team. What is our role? Just scanning and informing to those vulnerabilities list to the server owners. So next one, give me another 5 minutes. Next one is frequency of this scan. Frequency of the scan is monthly once we have to do scanning. Servers we should not scan on the daily basis. Daily basis we are doing the scanning, application compatibility issues will come and also server issues will come. So that is the reason couple of customers even they will do quarterly also. Better at the time of the interview if they will ask what is the frequency of the scan. So then you can say monthly once we are doing the scanning of the servers. Monthly once. So next one, frequency of the scan is monthly once. Then how much time it will take per server scan? Give me 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Hold on a minute. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Yeah. How much time it will take for one server scan? It will take approximate 8 to 10 minutes. To do this server scan for one asset or one server, it will take approximate 8 to 10 minutes. So then what about if it's more than, okay, so one server, 8 to 10 minutes on an average only, one server scan. So for example, 100 server scans, it will take 1 hour. 1000 servers or assets, it will take 2 hours. 10,000 servers, it will take 4 hours. Entire data center, as I said about discovery policy, host discovery policy, it will take even 24 hours also, because it has to scan 65,536 or maybe more than that, entire overall data center. So why they will ask this question normally? Because already you are keeping 3 or 4 plus years of experience, and don't you know about one server scan on an average how much time it will take? So that is the reason they will expect this question also. How much time it will take to do the server scan? Okay, so that is about server scan side. Okay, so this one is completed and almost theoretical everything is completed. Now tools are pending. So in the tomorrow class, what I will do, so based on the Gartner report, what are the tools are best, and after that I can go and I can discuss about Nessus practical demo tool. Okay, so tomorrow I will show practical demo tool. Whatever we discuss theoretical thing, everything please you can go and you can read. I will ask couple of questions. So all these questions, all these theoretical part you can theoretical part you can read and come, and I'll ask couple of questions in these topics. So I have to complete CS ordering benchmark PDF analysis first 5 minutes, and after that we can go and we can discuss about Nessus practical demo tool. So how to do and what to do and how to install and how to practice from your side in your laptop. Tomorrow that one I can show you your laptop also. So how to install that software, I can show that one in the tomorrow class. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, then. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thanks.